Live from the THV 11 studio, I'm Tamer Knight. Our team has provided extensive weather coverage since 5 o'clock yesterday evening. Now that continues this morning. Topping off our busy morning is meteorologist Tracy Bean with the newest forecast models. Good morning, Tracy.
Good morning. So it has been an active night, that is for sure. A lot of rain, and if you haven't been out on the roads this morning, if you don't have to, I would suggest just staying home, especially when it's still dark out there. We were coming in this morning, as I was coming in this morning, having to go very slow. The water is very hard to see on the roadways, and flooding is going to continue to be an issue. But we're also still talking about the severe weather risk for today. Most of that risk has shifted, of course, to the southern portion of the state. But keeping in mind, we can still see that here in central Arkansas as well. Flood risk. Let's talk about this. Again, we are looking at things here at least through Sunday morning. We can see that flash flood warning kind of meandering with the storms as they are making their way till around 10 o'clock here in central Arkansas, and 9:45 again to our south. Keeping in mind, we are going to continue to see this rain fall. We are not done yet. Now, we don't have any watches or warnings for severe weather right now, which is great news, but still some heavy rain showers, and you can see we have more headed our way throughout the day for sure. Moving in here in central Arkansas, again, might get just a little bit of a break, but it won't last long. So the water on the roadways is certainly starting to puddle. We've got that flash flood watch again. It's going to continue through a long period of time. Now let's talk a little bit about the storm reports. We can see a lot of activity with flooding and also with wind. We've had some hail, and then we also had a couple of tornadoes here as we're talking about those back behind here as well. So talking about this, we're in central Arkansas mainly just looking at last night, the flooding, and again, that will continue to be an issue, the widespread flooding along any low-lying areas. But as we're looking here to our north, we're still seeing areas that were impacted last night with tornadoes. Now, the Storm Prediction Center does have us in that category just of that slight risk today in central Arkansas and to our north. But again, we are still watching. Now today, last night actually, we were seeing those tornadoes expected around Wynne and of course and around the Loop and Cushman, it looks like, in Claxton Loop and Cushman. So we're going to know more about this once the National Weather Service has a chance, but here's that 48-hour rainfall totals. You can see central Arkansas has just received a lot of rain. We're looking at these colors, and those correlate up there with 6, 7, even 8 inches of rain, and there is more to come. So stay with me. We're going to talk a little bit more about this hour-by-hour forecast, what you could expect, and if we're going to see some of those storms become a bit more severe as we're heading into the afternoon and evening hours.
Well, thank you, Tracy. Throughout the night, we leaned on your video to show the extensive and widespread damage across the state. Now take a look at this video sent in by Kano Chin Garrett. This remarkable low cloud was caught on camera at Petro off of exit 40. That's in North Little Rock. We have not gotten confirmation on whether this was a tornado. However, we do prioritize your safety, and we appreciate when you're able to get that footage into us showing what you're seeing in your community. Now also take a look at this new video. This was sent into our team. The area you're seeing is just north of Shackleford and Little Rock. You can see the running water left behind. This, of course, following multiple rounds of heavy rains. Thank you to Precious Mosley for getting this into us. And then there's this video taken in Hot Springs. Let this be your reminder. Turn around, don't drown. This footage is courtesy of Melinda Mize. What's shown is a Mountain Pine Road, and there will be lots of areas looking similar to this. So you want to be careful. If you do need to get out today, be cautious and be alert. Now, keeping everything we just showed you in mind, residents and public safety personnel are all being advised of flood risk. Our team put together this emergency readiness guide for anyone near high-risk areas. Consider this. First, keep your emergency kit close. Inside it should entail essentials like water, food, and first aid kits. Then know your family communications plan. And finally, protect your home by taking the cautionary measures.
We definitely make sure at all times that we have enough coverage in the city, and we're full capacity right now on our officers, so we don't have a manpower shortage. We also try to make sure that we work in coordination with other city departments to address any needs, whether it be the streets and traffic control or fire department, that sort of thing.
That was police in Fort Smith. Will continue in monitoring conditions statewide and provide new information as it's received. Now, while some may wake up to high waters, others are still picking up debris from storms prior. There's a new update in Lake City. We're told an EF3 tornado did hit the area. Well, days later, the community is moving towards recovery. Shaquina Davis has an in-depth look into the aftermath.
We're just out here trying to help everybody clean up, and it's really making a lot of people happy, and that's really what we're going for.
Lake City, Arkansas, home to 2,326 residents, now sees volunteers swarming neighborhoods as recovery efforts intensify following Wednesday's destructive storm. Cleanup crews blanketed the community, helping desperate residents salvage belongings from their homes. The Craighead County Emergency Management Team reports 24 structures suffered damage across the county. The devastating toll includes 18 homes completely destroyed, 3 with major damage and 2 with minor damage.
It's terrible. Mother Nature has a way of showing us what she can do, and it's terrible. I feel sorry for all these people, and we have a prayer every morning in our safety meeting, and we pray for these guys every day.
Southern Baptist Disaster Relief had their team out cutting trees.
I'm blessed to see people coming in to Lake City and other communities and our community working together.
They were out picking up trees and other debris from the yards, recovering items that were still salvageable, and offering words of encouragement to the impacted residents.
For these people, this could be the worst moment of their life, and so we just try and come in and be a blessing to them and raise them up a little bit.
People will be out to help for as long as they can.
Well, so far our communities together, working together, everybody working together, they say it's going to take about probably a week, get it cleaned up. We'll probably have it cleaned up in 2 days.